What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Essential RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. What's the... Ooh, something flipped over. Ancestors. I keep getting it. This card. On the bottom. Strength. You could be called to honor the strength and integrity of your ancestors when making moves. Follow your heart. Be passionate. Be serious about what you want to do. Take it serious. Do it with integrity. Watch your emotions. Don't display weakness. Follow tradition. I hear we raised you well. You should have no problem moving into stardom. See that? Muse of history. Muse of comedy. Spirit of group. Yin yang energy. Muse of history is a natural learner, is a self-taught, somebody who's self-taught. Muse of comedy is someone who's lighthearted, who's not too serious. I think that's the balance of the yin yang energy. You're serious enough to acknowledge history, you respect history, but you also can, you are a contributor to history. So like your ancestry. Spirit of group. You're quite the influence. All of who I'm talking to. Union. You just keep focusing on yourself and watch where it leads you. Like, you're going to do just fine. Balancing out that masculine and feminine energy. Being in that receptive energy, which is creative. And then executing a plan with the masculine energy. I feel like you speak from the heart, even if it's tragic or something that's tough to deal with. You have a very creative way of getting your point across, of getting the message across with the muse of comedy here. But you can't argue facts. So with history here, you're not an innovator. Not by way of meaning to do your own thing. This is my Queen of Pentacles card. This is Green Goddess. You see that? All that green around her? That's healthy, healthy. Healthy mind, healthy spirit, healthy body. Divine messenger. That's your lesson. That's the lesson. So you're, okay. Muse of art. Damn. You almost belong in a wax museum. Not a wax museum, but a museum. Mystical ecstasy. This is going to be heaven for you, leading the people down the path of a healthier regimen to preserve their organs, preserve their spirit, their mind, to preserve their organs, to preserve their body. With the Queen of Pentacles here, she's very healthy. She's very fertile with ideas too. And she's taking history and she's making herself a star. Like, you're going to make yourself a star based off of what your ancestors taught you in your own creative way. Like, you're very genius, mastermind. You have your own mind. You say what you mean. You're not afraid to be yourself.
She said Ashley went to get some ice cream, so 511 is in there by herself right now.
All right, I'll go sit with her.
Okay. Or just keep an eye out.
Okay. Sorry, guys. And the muse of art, creative. Muse of art is your creative accountability over your own life, over how you want to do things. Like, the way your whole vision plan is orchestrated down to how you're going to say everything, how you're going to keep how you're going to create more history for your children, how you're going to lead the people with humor, compassion, empathy, and acceptance. That's the muse of art. Everything that's frowned upon is everything that works for you. That's what I get from that. Muse of the poetry. Alright. Everything is in divine timing. I hear divine timing. You're on your north node. I hear a lunar eclipse. Things, okay. This don't say anything about poison, anything that's poisoning to your mind, body, or spirit. None of it. This is like a clear path. Like things have been like moved out the way. Like think of the 10 Commandments where God separated the ocean and let the Israelites go through the ocean. And then when Pharaoh and his army tried to go through, it fell on them. That's the concept of this energy. That's the whole energy of this read. What makes people proud of you, like your parents or ancestors before you? Most importantly, what makes God proud of you is that you didn't fall into the okie doke. Your eccentricity is the thing that saved you. That's why you're able to talk about it. You're able to laugh about it. Like it wasn't easy. You see so many fallen soldiers, and you're the one that's called everybody who's against you or the conformance, the way society is set up, all these people, and it's interesting how you're called to create a way, create in your own creative way, and and lighthearted way. Are you going to nurse them back to health? Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Okay, using holistics. And that's something. And they told you were strange, like Albert Einstein. I feel like Albert Einstein in this ecstasy. Like your energy. You get your motivation from a higher source. Okay, and you receive your messages from the higher source on what to say. You just have a comical way of saying it. High Priestess. 6 of Cups on the bottom. 5 of Coins. What did I tell you? You know things that is going to... 5 of Coins. Wait, that's in the subconscious. What's this? The Devil. Quite the influence. The Sun. Children. You're raising children better. 2 of Wands. Making an executive decision to take a spiritual route instead of why does it have to be business or spiritual? Why can't I infuse my business with my spiritual abilities? And that's exactly what you're doing. What would be the roadblock is the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, how you see yourself resting on your laurels, because you've been working for so long. You're at a place now where you can rest and retreat. You can go into retreat. And you can sleep in nature, listening to the birds recite around you. How the world see you is the Tower. It's like it's like an eruption. Some may think you've gone mad. Some may think it's some kind of awakening. Like she's going through changes. That represents changes. 7 of Swords. What's the outcome? The Seeker. All of it led you down the next phase of your spiritual journey. All of it. 7 of Swords, you're called to... The advice would be to move in silence. So the 5 of Pentacles being... the Sun is Phoenix rising, but it's also raising your children, building your children's spirit up. Okay? And then the Two of Wands is your children. You want your children to see you influence people. They're still, then they know that, you know, they don't, it's a double folded blessing, because you know, by way of environmental attitude, our children think and act a certain way, but at the same time they see people moving in a direction of what their parents are saying. They're naturally like sponges, so they're going to start to be influenced your way, even if they have sassiness about it, is what I'm hearing with the Two of Wands. Like, these children are passionate and spitfire, and they're very intelligent, so they know better. So it's like, Mom, which way do we go? Okay, you're taking us on a straight and narrow path. What does that path entail? And that's what you're showing them in your own comedic way. You have to keep it lighthearted, because if it's too serious, the children may resist it. Six of Cups in the subconscious is, you know yourself to be of a certain caliber. You know your status is to be of a certain caliber. Look at that big house in the back. You know yourself to be connected with a certain someone. But I don't think it's about partnership. I mean, it can be, but I think it's more about you knowing from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. Each lifetime, you come back stronger. You come back stronger, and you come back more equipped. You come back a better influence. With the Devil card, that's a strong influence on people. Like, you're nursing people out of bondage, whether it be a mental thing, spiritual thing, emotional, or just poverty stricken. Like, you're taking them away from that with your health regimens, with the holistics, the nursing, the education of your ancestors. All right, not bad. Like, the sun is illuminating. That's a vitamin. It's vitamins for you. You get down, I don't want to say downloads, but it's definitely a phoenix rising energy here. This is all, I don't want to say fire energy, but this is all spiritual. The sun, the priestess, the Two of Wands, even the devil. So you got 1, 2, 3. 3 major arcanas here. No, 4, 5 major arcanas. So you're going from the seeker. It just comes back full circle. Like, the whole willingness, it comes back full circle with the seeker. All this is because you took a path. You took a chance going down a different path. You weren't held back by fear with the Devil card here. You weren't held back by popular opinion. You wasn't held back by the influence of others. You are the influence. You became the influence, even stronger influence. Like, they couldn't handle you before. Imagine them trying to come around now. And I feel like they know at this point they cannot touch you. They can't tap into you. They can't do anything with you or your energy or your intellect. Okay, I think you're showcasing just how broad of intelligent you are moving forward. Just moving in silence with the priestess and the 7 of swords is a very strategic thing. You know people are against you, opinion wise. Like, I don't see people having a reason to attack you otherwise outside of spiritual ranking. They're starting to realize your ranking, because nothing they do affects you. They can't keep you in bondage. You don't fall into any of their traps. You step over them. Bluntly put. Give me one on history. Queen of Cups. Love is the best medicine. That's what I get from that. That maturity, a mother figure, father figure, just you in maturity. You come with your rank, like you come with the mission statement. You cannot argue facts. Like, you care about people in general. It's more than just you and your children are going to be affected by this. And you see how everybody is deeply affected by the energy surrounding all of us. And you see a place where you can help, where you can show up and give glad tidings. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Give me one on Green Goddess, Queen of Pentacles. Like, you speak from the heart, And I saw that with the strength card and the ancestors. You don't come from, you operate from your heart space and a deep knowing, a deep spiritual knowing. You actually come from a generation of spiritual people who are the helping hand of God, who are known high priests or priestess. Some of them were ministers, some of them are leaders in the community, some were not, but they all had a way with people, and they all raised their family in a specific way. Like the Two of Swords. There's your way, and then there's popular opinion. You're going to have many debates about this, and it comes down to your love for learning, your love of knowledge is really going to showcase in this next journey, throughout this next spiritual journey. Let me see, you got the Seeker. I'm trying to say them in order, from the Seeker to the Priestess. So you're showcasing your skills. It skipped over the Magician, went straight to the Priestess. And then you have the Tower, and it's like you're like that eruption, that massive eruption. It's like the way your energy is set up and the way you speak. Seven of Swords. You speak, you tell the truth and leave off the rest. No toxicities. And it caused it blew people's head off, not literally, but spiritually. It just blew up the whole plan, the whole idea to even label you as something illegitimate or unprofessional or unkind or unlikely to succeed. The desperation. I feel a lot of desperation with the Five of Pentacles. Because if you look at the Five of Pentacles, this is somebody who was banking on their future. You were their future. What they could, the hold they can have on you was their future. And they are the Five of Pentacles. That would be anyone trying to like deter the people from following you because they can't eat off of you. So they fell into their own trap, their own demise. Some of them have children too. Your ancestors, they're smiling like, we taught this baby well. We did really good with this child. I don't know what happened to the rest of them, but they'll get it together. They'll come around. Isn't that what all of them say? They'll come around. They'll get it together. Like, they're proud of you. Your purity, your essence. That's obviously little girls cloaked with all those pretty flowers. And how she's grown up to be a fine young woman because she didn't leave off of what we taught her. And she turned out to be abundant. Like, she has the key to the, like the expression key to the streets. She has the key to, she unlocked a portal. She went through a portal to tap. She has to tap. She went through, it's by way of spiritual transformation, of course, not to confuse anybody, but it's going through a portal to unlock her greatest potential, to tap into your greatest potential. You have to, and you come out Phoenix rising. And the Two of Wands, making an executive decision to just be comfortable or be successful. That was your way of thinking. There was no other way of doing it. There was no other way to see it. That's a partnership too. Two of Wands. But I see partnerships through Two of Wands, Six of Cups. But you're walking alone right now. Until you get to the people. Until you get to the land you're supposed to go down. Are you organizing some kind of march? Some kind of protest? Put it in the comments if you are. Here goes some more Scorpio energy. The Death card. Death of transformation. You took the path that would evolve you to be the person who can, I put this on art because it's an art. You make it look easy or something. The Death card. 1889. Why is that on here? Some of your ancestors could have been born in 1889. So that would be 3 generations. For my age group, that would be 1, 2, 3 generations back. That could be the ancestors that's moving through you, that's influencing you. Look, just shuffling the cards. That's 10 of Pentacles and a Strength card. It's not about nobody else. It's just about you honing in and narrowing in and increasing your focus. You got 2 Queens on the board, the Cups and the Pentacles. So that's earth and water energy. And that's a great balance of operating from the spiritual realm, your spirituality, but being grounded enough to stabilize it in a tangible sense. Like you as a priestess, is all about your spiritual ranking, your spiritual knowledge. This is the overall energy. With the strength and the ancestors, you are the priestess. You are the generational curse breaker. You are the one called to lead the people in a different direction, to redirect them. What's the union? Celestial union. That could be the 2 of Wands too. Page of Cups. What definitely makes for conversation. Your children. You're taking children out of isolation by balancing, helping them through their emotional state. Our children nowadays are very different. They're very emotional. And it's a balance of masculine and feminine energy. You don't want to shut them out from operating from their feminine space because they need it for creative endeavors, but you want to encourage them that both energies are very important. They may not understand it in that way, but you have the comedian card and you have the art card. They always come out together. So to me, that gives me great communication skills, very creative, very intelligent, very savvy way of articulating what you need to teach your children and the people. Like you're breaking it down in the most humble sense possible. How are you going to teach them history to propel them forward? I think that's enough. Close it up. And something about your innocence is protected. Because you go from this little baby and the ancestors, this little girl cloaked in these flowers, to these Queen of Cups, this nurturing, compassionate, devout person, and that's what best describes you. Okay, but you are what you are, and you and your North Node with all these conjunctions and lunar eclipse and everything that's been happening, it puts you in your North Node, your path to righteousness, your higher self. You're more stabilized in who you are and where you're going and what you need to be doing. And Queen of Pentacles on the bottom again. Exactly. This is the structure of the heart and the soul with the Queen of Cups here. It's something you were taught to keep your innocence intact. With that 2 of Wands, you made a decision to follow through with what you was taught after many lessons and experiences. That were designed to shape your character. But you did it the right way. You did it the patient way. That's why you have the spiritual ranking. That's why people are confused as to why you're in this position. They shouldn't be. You did the work. Okay, you're God's favorite, as bluntly put. You have the Phoenix rising. Okay, with the divine messenger. Okay, you tell the truth, even if it's against yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.